Welcome to Aaron Plays. This will be my second level adventure for Zolla. In level 1 we encountered a wolf. We ran away from what they call a consuming mass, effectively a gelatinous cube, and a goblin, which we took down as well. At the end of a level, after going through the 16 cards, there's a few steps I need to do which I haven't done as yet, and which I will do now. So first off, finishing off level, I'll shuffle the dungeon deck, which I have done. Feed the character. I have to discard 1 ration. I have 3 remaining, so if I wasn't able to feed, that would cost me 3 health. If I didn't have 3 health remaining, that would be the end of the adventure. I don't have any poison, but if I did, for every 2, I'd gain another 1. And if poison counters, which are these here, ever equals or exceeds my current health, not my overall health, but the health I'm currently at, then the character dies. I then advance the pawn to 2nd level. Okay, and then the last thing I do is to draw the top plot card and resolve it. Okay, right. In dire need, loud squealing echoes off the cavern walls. In the clearing, you see a small pig-like man being cornered by a large grey serpent. These plot cards give me a choice. Defend the pigman. You dash to the rescue of the feeble creature, but the serpent was a greater foe than you first thought, and you are bitten badly before striking the fatal blow to the reptile. Lose 3 health and gain 1 poison token, but move 2 up on the morality check. So that's 1 on track. So that's my first choice. The second choice, keep moving on. You decide to leave the swine to defend itself. As you creep away into the next passage, you hear a loud scream followed by silence. Move down 1 on the morality track. Now the consequences of the morality track are, which is sitting just over there, that if I go down, as you can see, I'm not taking any damage, but the lower I go down, there might be consequences that come up later in the scenario that I'm not aware of. If I go up, I can gain additional blessings for maybe fighting the boss. So the consequences of this are take 3 health and gain 1 poison token. Well, we're heroes. Well, Zolla's a hero, or she thinks herself a hero, so she will take the 3 damage. That now puts me on 5 damage, and she will take the poison from the snake, from the nasty bite, but she does now move to point 2 on the morality track. This also has the 2 eyeballs towards the 10 of meeting the boss. Okay. We now begin our journey in the 2nd level. Alright, so I'll draw me 2 cards. Okay. Let's see if we get a slightly better angle on that. Drawing the first one. Oh, we have the merchant. Deep in the dungeon, seems like a strange place to set up shop, but who are you to question his sanity? You may make a purchase from the merchant. So, draw loot and potion cards based on the dungeon level you are on. So a level 2 says 2 loot and 1 potion. Or I can sell. The merchant will buy unwanted items from you for 1 gold. For 1 gold each. God, he's a bit tight, isn't it? I suppose that's why he's in business. I've got 2 bows, and I think I prefer to keep 2 bows, just in case I lose a weapon. My current encumbrance is 2, 4, 5, and the lamp makes 6. Okay, well, let's see what he has to offer. 2 loot, 1 potion. So here's an iron helm and a long sword and a potion of spark bomb. Well, I've only got 2 gold, so that pretty much stops me buying the iron helm and the long sword. So I'm not even going to look at those. Let's have a closer look at the spark bomb. What does it do? Cost is 1, encumbrance 1. So as I said before, 2, 4, 5, 6. I can have a total of 8 encumbrance. You may discard this card to deal 2d6 damage, plus 5 damage to foes weak versus fire. So it's effectively a hand grenade. So, yep, let's go for it. So it cost me 1 gold. Right. Now that's those 2 cards done. Obviously I don't know what's on that second card. Hopefully it was an ambush, which we don't have to worry about. Right, draw the next 2 cards. And we'll try the same area. The clearing. Anything can happen in a clearing. Draw a plot card. Ooh. The old woman. You hear a moaning sound from the shadows and discover a lost old woman. She is frail and mutters on about losing something in the darkness. So I've got again 2 options. Help her escape the dungeon. You spend a good deal of time working your way back out of the dungeon with the woman. Soon you are on the entrance and she turns to you and blesses you before leaving. Lose 1 ration and 1 energy. Gain 1 blessing token and move up 1 on the morality track. Or leave her and search instead. You ignore the old hag and instead look for what she may have lost. Move down 1 on the morality track. Gain 1 random treasure card. Again, Zolla sees herself as a good girl, a good hero, so she will lose a ration. She's now down to 1 and 1 energy. Okay, but she gains a blessing, which I don't know what's on the other side, and she goes up 1 on the morality track. So she's on position 3 on the morality track. That adds another 2 plot points, so we're now at 4. The clearing disappears. That's the end of the second round. Second turn. Turn 3. Those 2 cards. Let's be bold. We'll try this one. See, you hesitate. This one's been good. It's about. Oh, there's an ambush. Okay. But because it's the first card, we have caught your foe by surprise and gained the upper hand. Draw an enemy card and ignore their initial damage and add the dungeon level to their health. Well, the best time to catch somebody is if you ambush them rather than them ambush you. And if they're susceptible to fire, I could always throw that spark bomb at them. So, let's draw the card and see what they are. They're a fishman. Okay. So they've got 6 health. Do 2 initial damage. And do have 1 lot of treasure. But they're only susceptible to ice attacks, which I haven't got. And gain 1 ration when you defeat the fishman. fish yummy. Okay, so I can eat him when I kill him. Alright, so it says draw an enemy card and ignore their initial damage. So I'm attacking it first. Alright, I do still have my elven bow. Right, deal 2 damage to your foe before taking initial damage. So how many hit health has he got? It says 6. And add the dungeon level to their health, so that takes them to 8. 8 health. Which my elven bow deals 2 straight off the bat. Takes them to 6. Okay, so I get my initial strike on them. I'm going to roll 2d6, so that requires 2 energy. And I will roll the dice right where people can see them without adjusting the camera. This might make more sense. So I deal 7 damage. So I take him out before he even gets me. Advantage of the ambush card. So let's put my bow back. Okay. I've now gained 1 treasure. And I gain a ration. So in the loot, I find a magic ring. Once per dungeon level, you may avoid an ambush. Would have been useful, but there we go. It's worth 3 gold, and it's an accessory. So now I have the elven bow weighing 2, the leather armour weighing 2, the spare short bow weighing 1, the lamp 1, sparkle 1, and the ring. I am fully encumbered. Okay. Alright, so we'll put those to the side there. And that completes those 2 cards. Now, that's my 3rd monster that I've taken out. This is where the experience comes in. Skill advancement. Through conquering your enemies, you may gain experience that will help towards learning new skills. Whenever you defeat an enemy, keep the enemy card face up in front of you. Well, I mean, keep them face down. Oh, not following the rules again. Once you've acquired 3 enemy cards, you may spend them by flipping them face down, or in this case, I'll just spend them, to learn a new skill that matches your skill proficiency. Remember, her skill proficiency is agility. I haven't used conceal as yet. I haven't felt the need to hide from anything that scary. If you learn a skill outside your skill proficiency, so if she goes for anything like the might or the brawn, that will cost her 5 enemy cards. So, is there anything that I feel that she urgently needs? We've got the mind, brawn. Alright, let's have a look at her agility. So she has shadow. With a dagger in your primary hand, you may... Well, she hasn't got a dagger. Archery. When using a bow, you may re-roll all die results of 1. That might be useful, considering she's using an elbow bow and she's got a short bow as backup. Martial arts. You do not need a hand weapon to roll dice in combat. Your barefaced attacks deal 2 damage instead of 1. Okay, I haven't actually mentioned that. Notice I've been using energy to roll dice in combat. If I wanted to, I could forsake using energy and do 1 point of damage with my fists. Useful if the creature's only got 1 health left. Okay, gain 1 less poison damage from arrow trap. Okay, so those 3. You know, as she's an archer, I think we're going to focus on that. So she will take archery. I'm going to take those 3 enemy cards and move them off map there. And she now has the skill of archery and conceal. Okay. Right. On to the next 2 cards. Alright. What do we'll say with this one? Let's see what it does. Skirmish. So you draw your weapon and are ready for battle. Okay. Yep. We're running a little bit low on energy, but we're still hanging in there. Okay, we're finding a flying snake. Right. So, back to the skirmish card. You draw your weapon and are ready for battle. Draw an enemy card and add the dungeon level +2 to their health. The dungeon level's 2. And add 2, so it's a total of 4. And 3 on the card itself. And that takes their health to 7. My dad said my math skills would come in useful. The Elven Bow, deal 2 damage to your foe before taking initial damage. So that takes it down to 5. See what I did there? 7 take away 2 is 5. Hanging in. Right, so my Spark Bomb. Do I want to use that before? You may discard this card to deal 2d6 damage. Doesn't say before initial damage, so it gets now to strike me. Where the combat works for them. Alright, so I roll 2d6. And the score they get, the difference between the 2 dice. Right, between 5 and 3 is 2. So they do 2 damage from there, plus 1 from there. They do 3 damage on me. Okay. My armour subtracts 1 from that, so they do 2 damage to me. So that's 2 health down. I'm now halfway through my health. And it says on there, you gain 1 poison with initial damage. So I've gained another poison. So I'm now on 2 poison. Okay. I can use the Spark Bomb rather than use energy. So I will use the Spark Bomb. You may discard this card to deal 2d6 damage. So I throw a grenade at it. Take this, you beasts. 6. Boom. He's gone. However, he's got no treasure. Hiss. Okay. There's that, the Spark Bomb. Potion discard pile. Those 2 cards are now finished. Moving on. The Labyrinth. I have 2 rations. You know, I'm going to take the risk. I don't want to get lost in the labyrinth. The risk is, oh, it's a skirmish, but now I've got to do number 2. Alright, have I got anything around that? No. Well, I have my conceal. You may attempt to avoid a skirmish. Let's attempt to avoid a skirmish. So, alright. Attempting to avoid the skirmish. Whoops, nearly knocked the camera over. 2. That's a fail. Add 2 to the initial damage. Oh! Okay, this could get nasty. So, we don't even know what we're trying to avoid, but it didn't work. Alright, draw the enemy. It's an undead archer. So you saw my bottom sticking up on top of a barrel. Okay, you are taken off guard and stumble for your weapons. Draw an enemy card and add the dungeon level +4 to their health. Okay, so their health is currently 4. +4 for the skirmish is 8. +2 for the dungeon level makes a total of 10. Okay, and because I failed to hide or conceal myself, they're adding 2 to the initial damage. The initial damage currently is 4. This, I need to roll doubles here, because double means the die will do nothing, because otherwise I'm going down. So 4 plus 2, well, 4 take away 2 is 2. 2 plus 2 is 4. Plus the fail to conceal is 6 wounds. I only have 6 wounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, I have 7. Okay. So I take that. However, because I'm so weak and frail, the poison, which I now have 2 points of, is greater than my current health. I succumb, or Zolla succumbs, to the wounds, pumping through the poison. So endeth her journey through the dungeon. Okay, well, shows you how quickly it can go the other way. If I hadn't tried to conceal, I would have taken those two additional hits. I would have had 3 health, so I would have been able to continue. However, that was a choice. It was well, 66% chance that I'd at least not lose any health, but there we go. You risk it for a biscuit. And Zolla, her inability to hide, the first time it was used, cost her. And the undead archer takes away everything she owns. Well, that ends my playthrough of Iron Helm with this character. I will be doing further episodes using from the core set each character, see how they progress. Zolla got to 2nd level, partway through 2nd level. Let's see how the others do. I hope you enjoyed that. My filming technique, I know, is basic at the present moment. This is something I'm learning. I am picking up another tripod, which hopefully will give a better overall view because I have more height on it, so you can look better down. But that was my playthrough. As I said, I hope you enjoyed it. Any comments, any rules mistakes I've made, please let me know. Like, subscribe if you enjoyed it. I enjoyed playing the game. I find it a challenge and fun to play. So thank you very much for watching.